Good morning, people. I woke up like an hour ago. I'm busy packing, so I can move into my college dorm on Sunday. I don't know how moving will affect these streams. They really shouldn't. Um, it's not like I won't have a computer. I'll just have like a terrible like laptop. But we'll see. All right. I'll wait like one more minute. Okay, let's do this. Same deal. I'm not gonna read everything. Uh, I'll read most of it, but like I'm not gonna read everything out loud. I mean, but here we go. 107, 108, or it's 108, right? Why does it say 107 up here? Interesting. The last calamity. This story is about breaking a curse. The first line of Jojolion. There was a tweet that was going around that the chapter was gonna end, or the story was gonna end like either this chapter or next chapter. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Um, Sick pose. We saw this like a day ago. All right, let's go. Higashikata Kato's attack. Tsurugi. Mitsuba in the hallway. I'd like to imagine that Kato just like ran by and just grabbed Tsurugi from Mitsuba. Here we go. All right, we're back. Jobin is dead in the hallway. Tsurugi coming out the cards. Toru is being pranked right now. Oh, what? The equivalent exchange. Which way will it go? Between you and Tsurugi, will the illness come to this side? Oh, the one that ate the new Rokakaga fruit was me. She turns. Ah, what's he looking at? Ah, oh, she's used the cards to smash the plant. The potted plant has already been broken to pieces. I just put the grafted new Rokakaga branch between my space trucking cards and smashed it into pulpy tree sap. Okay. Chua. Ooh. Oh, she's like squeezing the juice into Tsurugi's mouth. Okay. Big moves. Toru's like cracking away. Kato-san. How is she able to do this? Like, I know last chapter there was no intention to attack, and that's how she was able to pin Toru, because she's not attacking him, she's just like immobilizing him. But how is like throwing Tsurugi at him and doing all this not an attack? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, Kato-san, the equivalent exchange. I never thought you would pull an attack like this on me. So yeah, it's an attack, right? Oh, oh, okay. I spoke too soon. Uh, I wonder if you WWE on Kato right now. How dare you do this to me? Do you really think you're going to get away with this? This is such a funny panel right here. He's choke slamming her. John Cena. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so cool. The head like shattering. Gah. He's cracking up. Tsurugi. No rock disease. No rock disease. Okay, that's it. That's it, everyone. Um, that's it. The rock disease is gone. Wonder if you exploding in the background. This is a cool shot right here. Stop this, Higashikata Kato. G- g- get Tsurugi's arm off of me. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand what you're doing? The new Rokakaka branch is a natural law of this world that came about on this land from a series of overlapping coincidences of the wall eye faults from the earthquake, Kira Yoshikage's death, Kira Yoshikaga, by the way, Kira Yoshikage's death, and stand abilities. That plant will never again appear on this earth. Search any of the southern islands, you'll never find one. It is divine providence that has appeared for the sake of life on this earth. This perfect plant will be gone forever. Stop this. Stop destroying the branches. Shh. You will take all of Tsurugi's illness, and then I will shoulder this sin. This is the dialogue I wanted. Don't do this, Yasuo-chan. Please, you have to stop her. She's mistaken. This dude's bugging. Help me, please. Help me, Yasuo-chan. I don't want to die. You're the only one that can save me. Please. We've been friends ever since you were a child, haven't we? Yasuo, stop this goddamn bitch already. God damn it. He's done. Toru is gone. Tsurugi's awake. There you go. He's all cracked up. He's cracked. This is he's cracked. Oh, this the art is so cool. He's crumbling away. Yasuo, I'm not feeling so good. I'm not feeling so good. Crumbles away. Alright, everyone's outside. Ah. Oh, look at that. They're reunited. Toru's still crumbling, endgame style. Oh, it's he's no, my hornet friends. I just thought I saw a hornet. Oh, I see. It was a memory of mine. See, maybe this is why he's so latched onto memories. Because he has no actual like experience with life. He needs his memories, and then he just dies, right? Yeah. GG. Well played. Do. Joshu is unconscious, assuming the plant is gone. Grandma, huh? Girl boss Kato. Ah, I can hear a siren from far off. Ooh, oh, a fire truck? An ambulance is coming. Is she going to prison again? An ambulance is coming. Mom, your side. Where was it now? Oh yes. When I went to crush the branch, that was an attack from me. This is a calamity. This saw he was holding before. I pressed it along with his left hand between my cards. Oh. Oh well. Okay. Can we get F in chat, everyone? You know, I can't say that I'm too surprised, but this is very unlucky. Unlucky. So okay. At least the rules were consistent So she did attack in the end, and then she got hurt. So where was the saw in this panel right here though? Where was it? Whatever. Unlucky. Is she dead though, or is she? Oh, okay, okay. Maybe she's. I mean, this is JoJo though. You could live this. Like you could live this. Okay, so she's falling. Ah, looks at Josh. Oh no, not Joshu. Ambulance in the background. Oh, this is pain right here. This is like part three, like the group photo, like pain. This is wow. And Jobin's dead. Sag. Mom. Jojolion. Is this really gonna end right here? Please don't. Jojolion. This is a story about breaking a curse. There are things that exist in this world that the eyes cannot see. Ooh, okay. In Jojolion, that is the shape of a person's heart. Ah, so stand? The prices the Higashikata family had to pay and the sacrifices they had to make were far too large and cruel. That could that could be seen in the form of the eldest son collapsed in the passageway between the house and the garage, and in the form of the crying family members. One that hadn't seen her mother since she was a little girl couldn't forgive her for everything she'd done and gone upset. One that acted out of selfish desire and was injured. And one that had a secret until a little while earlier and now just lost her husband. In this garage where that family had gathered, what do you think one could see? When you looked at the new Rokakaka plant that had broken into pieces and was lost forever, and at the Higashikata estate that had been destroyed by broken off part of a plane, and at the debris at the debris among the playing cards scattered on the floor, just what could you see? It was not despair. To me, Hirose Yasuo, it looked like hope. The family all acted in the name of hope. After having fallen down in the hallway because of the calamity, after everything had ended, the members of the Higashikata family moved further into the back of the garage. That was all for the sake of hope. Yeah, true, true, true. In the smooth, shiny skin of the eldest son's cheek, the hope of the Higashikata family was visible. Because at that moment, the curse was broken. Let's go, let's go. Main conflict solved. The curse is broken. Norisuke is probably still alive. He's chilling. And they just need to give him immediate medical attention. Woo! All the ambulance is coming. The burn on the blood vessels in Grandpa's neck is really minor. It wasn't deep at all. Oh yeah, yeah. Jobin wouldn't just kill his dad like that. It's all okay now. Ambulance is pulling up. The wound that his stand ability made, Dad, he definitely held back. I'm sure Grandpa, he definitely knows that. Pain, dude. Jobin was such a good character. I'm so unlucky. Oh man, this is it. They get medical treatment. They fix up the house. um, what is he? Okay, is Yasuo like tripping, or is Wonder of You pulling like a what's the stand's name? Is he pulling like a BIG? Headless Wonder of You. Okay. Turn. All right, there's nothing there. There's a playing card. Go, go, go. This feels like one of the Rohan one shots. It's like a spirit like haunting him. What if it like switches users? We have seen that with like Cheap Trick. What if it like switches users? Shun. What? Are you kidding me? What was that? That just now. It couldn't. No way. That looked just like the head doctor. It looked like it snuck from below the car into Norisuke-san's sheet. Ah. Big sis? It's not here. Yeah. Of course not. Yeah, of course not. I mean, the user Toru-kun is gone. I saw him turn to dust. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's boiling. Huh? What's happening to Grandpa? Is this... Oh, Grandpa just took a sudden turn for the worse. Hurry. Please. Get him treatment for the burn on his neck. He's really... I wonder if he's really in there. This can't be. There's no way this is happening. That was the head doctor just now. The form of the head doctor is calamity energy. A natural law of calamity. Even without a user to control it, even without a user to control it, will the head doctor still not disappear? The calamity is still going. Or rather, the laws of calamity are just things that exist in this world that can never go away. And Wonder of View was just an ability that allowed Toru to use that for his own ends. Okay, I was right. From all those like months ago, I was right. Let's go. Whoa! The head doctor has gone inside Norisuke-san's body. Yeah. What, Josuke is just... Oh, Josuke's here. This guy took the ambulance here or what? Yaso-chan, could you clear the area from right around Norisuke-san? Sorry, but I can't control it perfectly. It's an invisible spin after all. I can aim it approximately, so stand away from me. Josuke, here goes. Soft and wet. Oh, he is stanced up. Go beyond. This panel is sick. He shoots it. Oh, he punches it like towards... Oh, that's sick. Ora, ora, ora. Good. Boom. Wonder View's gone. Blah. The calamity blasted to bits. To be continued. Oh, what a great panel right here. Although she looks like, Yasuo looks like she's dead inside. Oh wow. What a chapter. This chapter was so good. Oh, banger. Araki literally never misses. Holy shit. Oh, we got a chapter next month. I hope it doesn't end next month because I want more. They would need to. Okay, first talk about the chapter. Like, holy crap! Like, a lot of stuff got resolved. The curse was broken. The main conflict, or the underlying conflict, I guess. It had to be solved at the end, like either way, and it's solved here, which is sick. It's a great way to do it. Take like two birds with one stone. You take out Toru, and then you cure the rock disease. This is like a perfect way to do it. And there's no like cheesiness to it where it's like, yes, everything or everyone is alive, and we cure the rock disease, and we beat Toru. Like, no, people are dead, that's good. So they're actual stakes. Man, it just sucks that Joban had to go. He was such a good character. Kato. I like I said, this is JoJo. Like, you could survive this, right? If they're like, they're like, oh, we just took her to the hospital and we patched her up. She could like be alive. Who knows? So I guess her status is like unconfirmed or something. We don't know if she's dead. We don't know if she's alive. She could die of this, to make it sad. Or she could live because Araki, his characters have massive amounts of blood. So, wow. I'm like taking it all in. This is crazy. This dialogue right here was so good. This is like wrapping all the way back to the first chapter, and people say Araki forgets. It's crazy. And Yasuo was the narrator too. This is so good. This whole dialogue about the family like finding hope in basically they were given like a poor like hand. They were dished like a poor hand to play with. Like, they had a curse and everything, and finally the curse is broken. This page is so good because Norisuke wanted to cure the curse, or yeah, he wanted to. eventually cure it somehow, but like Jobin was just ready to do it by any means necessary. Um, and I guess he gave his life for that. So it's not like it's all it all comes with sacrifice. Man, Norisuke's still alive, right? Yeah. They blasted Wonder Review out of him, so he's good. Um, the paramedics are here. No one else was like really too injured. I mean, I guess Joshi was missing a whole arm, but or he's not missing an arm. It's just small. Um, yeah. Tsurugi's rock disease is healed. This is like great. If Araki does like a epilogue chapter or like a flash forward, it would be cool to see Tsurugi like grown up, which I think that would be kind of cool. Um, what else is there to talk about? Good. I mean, not the ideal arc for Kato, um, but I actually okay. If Jobin was still alive, this would be kind of a bad ending for Kato. But Jobin's like pretty much dead, so I guess this works. Because originally a good ending with Kato and Jobin would for the rest of the family to talk to them about like why what they did was, even though it was for a good purpose, why what they did was wrong. And like have a good talking to them, and there's no need to like fight, but like just have a conversation between the family and Kato and Jobin would have been like the best way to wrap it up. But Jobin's dead, so having Kato like alive solo is like kind of also like pointless, I guess. So this is the next best thing, because there was really no need for any more like serious infighting, because in the end they were all aligned for one goal. It was just how they did it, which is kind of what a family is, right? You're all aligned for a goal, but you have like different ways to do it. This is very good writing right here by Araki. This is why Jojolion stands out. It's just like it's a normal, like, or relatively normal like inner conflict if you take away all the magic stuff. Toru being absolutely destroyed here. Avengers Endgame. Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so well. Perfect. Like, this guy needed to go. This guy needed to go. And he's like flashing back? He's like, no, I just wanted to buzz around and be an asshole. I'm glad we won't have to see him again. Him and his stupid, like, ever-growing afro. God. Him and his screen tone pants. Every artist who draws Toru knows his pants are pain if you don't have the screen tone. Oh man. The art is so good. Like, it's so like gruesome, and the eyeballs like popping out. Yeah. I still can't get over this panel right here where Wonder Review like choke slams Kato. Yeah. I mean, Araki, see, this is like advancing the plot. This is the chapter, this is like when there's no filler, it's all just plot based. It goes by so fast. I don't know how many pages were in this chapter, but like, wow, it went by so fast, I feel like. No unnecessary dialogue, no like, oh, but I've outsmarted you. Like, no, none of that shit. This, Toru, this right here, this dialogue is really important, I think. It proves, like what people have been saying, like me, that the good and right of the world is always there, and like there was always calamity and stuff, and there was always like a miracle that could counter the calamity, but in the natural world they wouldn't be brought out like this. Like the Rokakaka plant would not be a natural thing because that would be too advantageous, and a wonder of you type stand would never be a natural thing, because you would just use that for pure evil. But because there's people like Toru and like all the coincidences and stuff, those things will appear to the surface and like battle each other. Um, yeah, good and evil is a natural part of the flow, which is all that funny, funny Asian culture stuff. Um, yeah, see, divine providence. Yeah, that's what it is. All the funny feng shui Buddhism stuff that I talked about literally like months ago, coming back now. Um, yeah, perfect. Like the Rokakaka, it was like the plot device, and now it's gone. It's done with, which is good. Used in the correct way, by the way. You know. I don't want to see any more Rokakakas. I don't want Araki to next chapter be like, oh, but you see, Kira was actually secretly growing Rokakaka, and we can use that to heal Jobin or some shit. I don't want that. Like, this is fine right here. Okay, that's where the saw was. I see it now. Okay. Um, yeah, like both the Rokakaka and like the Wonder Review is like not natural. What did he say here? Yeah, calamity is part of of nature. Head doctor was just like the visualization of the calamity, and it will always be there. But it was just a tool that Toru used to influence other people and himself. Woo, big, 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 big. This chapter was so good. If Araki continues like this with the next chapter, um, I mean, I don't think it will end next chapter. I mean, I don't want it to end. It could end if Araki just wants to cut the story, right? Or if like the publishers just want to cut the story. But I don't want it to end this quickly. Two, I don't think Araki would end it this quickly. Um, so definitely, hopefully not next chapter. Um, I think, okay, worst case scenario, we get one more volume. So 5 more chapters. That's the worst. Like, if Araki really wants to end that shit, 5 more chapters, at least. I want it to be, like, looking at where they all are, resolving some of the other minor, not conflicts, but, like, just minor, like, points of interest with certain characters, like Holly, right? I don't think there should be any more villains. Like, I don't think there should be any more villainous rock humans, or even like human villains where it's like, oh no, I actually want the Rokakaka. I don't think there that should be a thing. Um, uh, I want to see how they address, just basically how they conclude each character, like Holly, because no way Holly's gonna be healed now because there's no Rokakaka. So Josuke has to live with that sacrifice and like the missed opportunity. Um, what other things? Mm, I mean, Kei and what's his name? Kei and Mamazuku. I mean, okay, they're dead, right? They're dead. Unlucky. I don't want a bullshit like, oh, but you see, there was actually Rokakaka juice on the floor. Like, I don't want that. I mean, that could happen, and if it does, I'm not surprised, but I don't want that at this point in the story because I don't want everything to be like, oh, see, everyone's happy now, everyone's good. Like, I want there to be some like tears. Um, Mamazuku deserved better. um, so I guess there's nothing to really resolve in that case. I kind of want Araki to have Josuke or Yasuo like visit them again, maybe like visit their like graves or whatever, just to like just to let us know that they remember their sacrifice. Man, that's gonna be so sad when if that happens. Um, what else? I guess the flash forward is also a thing. Um, although it's really not that hard to explain. Like it the only issue would be Joshu's arm and the house being like the house like being completely normal. So, I mean, it could be like a fever dream sort of thing, where like, not Toru, Tsurugi, where Tsurugi was like, oh, I was like sick. My heart was like going like all sorts of places. I was like the rock disease was like affecting my perception. I was seeing some shit. You know, that would be kind of lame, but it could work. Because at this point, I don't know how the timing would work. Because one, how does Joshi regrow his arm? He has a little arm, but even then, like, how does he get it to normal size? Two, how do they fix the house up in that quick of a time? Three, why is Norisuke still in the body bag if he's okay? So those are the three like just weird points. But I'm gonna be honest, like I don't care too much if Araki doesn't address it, because then you can just say like, oh, it's Paper Moon King or some shit. It's kind of lame. Okay, it's lame, but it's not that important at this point. I would, of course, want an explanation, but I don't think I would expect anything big. A really stupid thing that Araki could do is that he could bring in some sort of time altering stand at the very end, because Jojolion hasn't had a time altering stand. Um, the he could do a really stupid thing and bring in like alternate world Diego, but like obviously not the same character, but like some dude with a time altering stand that changes the past or some shit, and then that'll drag on the story even more, because then I bet the plot point will be, oh, we can go back in time, well, I'm gonna try to save everyone, and then it's gonna be messing up it's just stupid. It's very stupid, but it could happen, which I don't want it to happen, but I'm just saying, like, if it does, I won't be too surprised. But I hope Araki doesn't do that, because there's no need. There's really no need. And it would kind of ruin this ending right here. So those are my thoughts. Other points that are not as important but would be cool if they were addressed. Flashback Man, right? He's not really that important at this point with how this ending is going, but it would be cool to see who he was, right? Carrera, right? She's really not that important, but it would be cool to see, like, oh, she visits Josuke, like, haha, I was just chilling, just to know, like, she's there, right? But she's not really plot relevant in my opinion, and I don't think she's like a rock human or something. What else? I think that's it, right? I really think that's it, because everything else is either too minor or it actually has been explained already. So, yeah. That's my opinion. I haven't seen anybody else's thoughts on the chapter. Haven't been on Twitter except to post a tweet. I don't know. Of course, I want the story to go on, right? I want at least one more volume, so 4 more chapters, excluding the next one. But, it could end, and, we can't do anything about it. But I'll say, even if it ends right here, even if it ends next chapter, which I hope it doesn't, and I don't think it will, but even if it does, good story. 10 out of 10. Probably my favorite part, actually. So, yeah. There were better things that Araki could have done, right? Such as putting Toru in the background more, so he doesn't seem like an out-of-nowhere character, even though we know he's not out of nowhere. But it's kind of like a Diablo situation where, of course, he's not out of nowhere. He's been there the whole story, but we just don't see him until the end. Araki could have done better with that, but that's like a minor nitpick, to be honest. Because the first part of the story wasn't focused on this conflict. It was focused on Josuke discovering himself, figuring out who he is. Yeah. Jobin, I think my favorite character from Jojolion has got to be Jobin. Like, honestly. He's just such a well-written character. Good stand design too, even though we like never see it. Oh, can we talk about how space trucking appeared for like 3 panels and I don't think it's gonna appear ever again, unless it's like in an art book. That's kind of sad. Artists are gonna be drawing the same 2 poses for space trucking for like 2 years before Araki releases a new reference. It's me. I'm artists. Go beyond. This, I still can't get over the fact Josuke has the bubble coming out of the birthmark. That's crazy. Man, all the supernatural, like calamity, nature, like divine stuff makes perfect sense. And when this was all speculation, and like there were multiple theories that popped up, and I was talking about like the law of the world, law of nature, and the Rockumans and all that. This was exactly what I wanted, like this sort of confirmation that like basically what I said was true. Like all this sort of, it's weird because it's like very mystical and not like usually what. Actually, that's not even true because in JoJo we get shit like the spin where it's like, oh, it's a magic spin, you know, very mystical stuff. But like, who are we kidding? It's called Bizarre Adventure. Like, come on, guys. This panel is so good. He gets so cracked. Man, what a shame. We never saw Wonder View in his like robot form. Man, that's such a shame. I really wanted the arm blades to come out. Jojolion, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. Perfect chapter. Like this is like I think one of the hypest chapters. So much stuff gets done, so much stuff gets explained, so much stuff gets like confirmed, and like it's clear like what direction that Araki's going in, which is basically all you really want from one of these chapters. Man, I hope he does a part 9. Because reading it will be very interesting. Because Jojolion started like 10 years ago, and that was even before the anime. So before JoJo got popular, like mainstream. So I wonder how that's going to affect Araki writing part 9. I hope part 9 is like the perfect story, so he can, after part 9, Araki just retires. So we have 3 stories in the alternate universe. So good. So good. Jojolion Stone Ocean might get a trailer before Jojolion ends. Or Jojolion might end before Stone Ocean even gets a trailer, which will be kind of sad. The perfect wraparound to Yasuo being the narrator and wrapping back to the first line of the whole story is perfect. Perfect chapter. 10 out of 10. One of my favorite chapters. This is next to like chapter like 95 or whatever it was when Josuke was like crying with Holly. So good. Mamazuku deserved better. I hope Araki will do a recap chapter like they did in the anime for part 4 when they show where everyone is. Yeah. What a way to end it. Or to end this chapter, I mean. When Jojolion does end, because it's going to be soon, that's going to be very sad. We'll no longer have, we'll no longer have monthly chapters for a bit. Man. In before Araki pulls bites to dust, Which I hope he doesn't do. But I think that's gonna be it today, guys. Uh, yeah, 10 out of 10. Good art too. You know, I don't gush about art often. I mean, I do, but just not on stream. Um, some of the expressions here are like, where is it? This panel right here is for Toru. So well done. Although Araki, like, come on, Araki, like, this is an emotional scene right here. Why you have to make both Josuke and Yasuo look like they're dead inside. Like, the pose is good, but I dislike the expressions. Yeah. I will be, so like I said, I'm moving into dorms on Sunday. And like after that, like classes will start, or like I'll have like crunch classes. So, and those classes are, they take up the whole day. They take up the whole day starting in the morning. So when a new chapter does come out, I probably will not be able to stream immediately like I'm doing now because I'm on break now, right? I can stream. So it'll either be, I might even have to wait until weekends if the chapter is released on a weekday, or I stream it at night, like later. So just a heads up, I probably will not ever be able to do a morning stream for like a while at least. But yeah. Well, there we go. Jojolion chapter 108. That was Jojolion chapter 108. If you like If you like what you are watching, you can subscribe because I stream. I try to stream all these chapters. I draw, even though I rarely stream art anymore because I'm too busy. And I post on Twitter. I post art such as Jojolion art or other art that you should follow me for, like Common Writer. Well, that's it. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Stay safe. It's time for me to scramble because I need to go out and buy stuff to pack. There you go. I hope to see you on Twitter. I can't wait to see what everyone thinks about the chapter because apparently people didn't like it for some reason. So, can't wait to talk about that. So, well, there you go. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you next month, hopefully, if I can stream.